Hello everyone, welcome back to the Working Class Revolt, and today's video is a little bit different. And when I set this channel up with the name Working Class Revolt, the idea was that we build up enough subscribers and enough viewers, and then we can actually revolt against the people that are keeping the working class down. So today I want to do a big shout out to a gentleman called Jim Orwin, who's 67 and he worked for East Riding, Yorkshire Council. Now, by all accounts, Jim was a very passionate man who did his job very well. And then one day he received an email from the council which asked him how did he want to self-identify. And Jim replied to the email and he put the chromosomes XY followed by gay adult human male from his email signature, because Jim, like me and people watching this, thinks the whole thing is ridiculous. Jim wanted to get up in the morning, go to work, do his job, and he was at retirement age. He was saving up for his retirement. He was then contacted by the council and told he must remove this. But Jim didn't. Jim stood his ground, and then Jim got sacked. So Jim then appealed it, lost the appeal at court, and was ordered to pay £12,000 to the council, which the council are actually chasing him up to get that money. So in the link in the description, I'm going to put a link. In the description, I'm going to put a link with the GoFund page where Jim is trying to raise the money. Now, I will point out, from what I can see, Jim has now raised the £12,000. But you all know with these legal issues, things can go further, and I think it would be nice if we could raise a bit more for Jim's retirement, seeing as he's now lost £27,000 a year. He'd managed to save about £12,000 up, and he was going to use all his retirement money on paying the legal fees for standing up for his rights. This email from the council should have never been sent in a million years. And the judge said it was vindictious for him to reply to this email like this in the first place. So I'm going to make a donation to Jim. I understand times are hard at the moment, so even if you can only donate £5 to Jim's cause, please donate to Jim's cause. But what an absolute joke, and what has this country come to? And we see this with councils up and down the country. The council where I'm an independent councillor for is exactly the same. It's run by Labour. It is woke to hell. They have boardroom meetings all the time talking about equality and diversion, when all people want to see by councils is cut the bloody grass, do the weeds and empty the bins. Fix the potholes, fix the council houses, maybe even build a few council houses. But instead we are seeing all these councils up and down the country employ more and more of these same left-wing woke people who have never ever ran a business, they've never done an honest day's job in their lives, but then they get paid £160,000, £200,000 a year to run these councils that, by the way, are all on the verge of going bankrupt. It's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. But I feel so much for this fella. Now, many people may say, well, Jim didn't need to do it. Jim could have just ignored it. But why should Jim do it? Why is Jim receiving emails like that in the first place? He is there to do a job. Now, I find this with a lot of council workers behind the scene, where when they talk to you, they are fed up the same. People on Jim's type salary, people on the front, like grass cutters and people who empty the bins, or people who work in IT. These people who don't get paid a lot of money, the councils are very strange. They pay people at the top unbelievable amounts of money, far more than they could ever earn in the public sector, but they pay the people at the bottom very, very low. And the other thing is they cut them services constantly while employing more and more directors. We've got councils now with directors of diversity on £150,000 a year. It's no wonder the country is falling apart. But if everybody please could have a look in the description and give anything that you can afford to Jim. Jim's wife says he was very passionate about his job. He's very sad to have lost his job, but full respect to Jim for standing up to the establishment. And what a shame on the court system that they didn't go in his favour. How can somebody lose their job when they're asked how they want to identify? So tongue-in-cheek, they tell you how they're going to identify and they lose the job. But thank you all for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and please comment and let me know whether you support Jim and did Jim do the right thing. Thank you all very much.